Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm in a little weird setup here. I'm kind of sitting on the floor. It's late at night. You have to make adjustments to the setup sometime. But we had to do this urgent podcast because the ALCS and NLCS just ended, and we have a World Series, Braves Astros. First of all, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast, the JV podcast. I'm your host, Satchel White. I'm here with Dalton, Chad Brown. What's going on?
What's going on, my man? How we doing? Getting ready for some World Series action, baby.
Bro, I am hyped. I am so hyped. My Braves. Not only was this the pre-playoff prediction, this was the pre-season prediction. And dude, I got so much shit before the season for this prediction. And before the start of the playoffs, I got shit for this prediction. My brother Diego was like, that's a stupid prediction. The Braves have absolutely no chance. And here they are. They're in the World Series against the Astros. So where do we start? The game today, the NLCS, Braves-Dodgers. Braves won 4-2. Eddie Rosario is going off out of nowhere. His playoff stats, he had a 474 average, 524 OPS, and 0.524 on base, and then a 1.3 OPS. 3 homers. He had another one tonight. He had a 3-run home run to win the game, and the Braves are going to the World Series. And then for the game 6 of the ALCS was Astros 5, Red Sox 0. Kyle Tucker had a 3-run home run. So here we are, Astros, Braves. What you got to say about this World Series? And I know there's news regarding you in Game 1 of the World Series.
So what I got to say about this World Series is I'm very excited for multiple reasons. One, fuck you, Dodger fans. Or I should say toxic Dodger fans. Y'all ain't got no World Series this year. I know there was probably a lot of fans stabbed recently because of the things that have been going on.
A ton of stabbing, bro.
However, we got a Astros-Braves World Series matchup. The Braves making their first World Series appearance since 1999 when they lost to the New York Yankees. Okay, so this is an epic showdown we are getting ready for. Freddie Freeman, a veteran. Jorge Soler, an acquisition. And they're doing this without Ronald Acuna Jr. Now, if the Braves win this World Series, this would not be the first time that a big-name player got a ring while not playing. Don't forget, the 2005 White Sox had Frank Thomas, but he was out for the year, and he got his one and only World Series ring while not even playing in his one and only World Series. So I just want to mention that real quick. But as you said, excitingly, I'm going to Game 1 of the World Series in Houston. I'm going to be there to watch that first game of that amazing World Series, and I am excited to see it. I'm going to see a lot of guys who I saw on Round Rock like Chas McCormick, Kyle Tucker, Yordan Alvarez, Garcia. It's going to be an absolute show, and I am excited. I really wish Ralph Garza was still on this team. Ralph Garza Jr., shout out to you, man. I still am thinking about you a lot. But I am just very excited for this.
You get to see a freaking World Series. That's the one game I think I haven't been to. I know I haven't been to, sorry. I've been to an NLCS, I've been to an NLDS, I've been to some really hyped games, but I've never seen a World Series. And I honestly might head down there if it gets to Game 6 or Game 7 back in Houston. I kind of want to go down and see that because it's super, super exciting. The Braves are in it. Yeah, you talked about the Braves in the 90s. I kind of want to real quickly go back to that team of the 90s. That was crazy pitching, right? That team had maybe the best starting pitching staff of all time. And I believe they won one World Series in the 90s. What was it, 95?
1995 against the Indians.
And they should have won more because they had Tom Glavine. They had who else?
They had Tom Glavine, Greg Maggs, and John Smoltz.
Yeah.
In that same pitching rotation.
Absolutely insane.
And then it gets better. They had Andrew Jones in the outfield, and they had Chipper Jones at third base.
Crazy good team. That they could have won more championships, and I'm really surprised they only won in 95. But then in the thousands, the 2 decades since the 90s, they didn't do great, except for the end of the 10s. They made it back last year against the Dodgers, and then they made it back this year to the World Series. Again, I predicted it, beat the Dodgers, and like you said with the stabbing, people got stabbed today. People got stabbed. And they didn't play at Dodger Stadium, so people didn't get stabbed at Dodger Stadium, but the fans watching at home probably went and stabbed their wives or something. I don't know. I know there was a lot of stabbings tonight. As for the Red Sox, who lost against the Astros, the Red Sox still had a respectable season. Like the Giants, both those two teams were not expected to do anything. After 2018, the Red Sox, they had that whole GM situation, and everyone thought they were going to crumble, but they made it back to the ALCS. They went up to a 2-1 lead, but then unfortunately the Astros came back. Not unfortunately for you, of course, because you're going to the World Series, but the Red Sox out of nowhere. So respectable seasons for the Red Sox and Dodgers, but the Astros and Braves end up on top. So what is your World Series predictions? What team and how many games?
Okay, if I can finally get a prediction right for once, and I have to make a prediction true, I want to see the Astros win. And it's going to be a tough decision to make here. But I think the Atlanta sports curse is going to strike again. And will give the Astros the win in 6 games.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Braves in 7. I think it's gonna be a close series no matter what. I think the Braves are gonna have to work hard to win those World Series because they're, I think, an 88 win team. Like roster wise, they're one of the worst teams in the playoffs roster wise. They don't even have their star player Ronald Acuna Jr. It's a really good Astros team, so they're gonna have to work hard to beat them. And I'm gonna go with it being a really back and forth series, but the Braves winning in Game 7. Yeah, the Atlanta sports curse. Should we go into that? How embarrassing of a sports curse. I mean, starting with the Falcons against the Patriots. I mean, what was the score? What were the Falcons up by?
28-3 in Super Bowl 51 in Houston. In Houston.
That's right. They could have just knelt down the rest of the game. They could have not ran any plays, and they probably would have won that game. It's 28-3. And then besides the Braves, trying to think, Hawks have come short in the playoffs in the NBA.
The Hawks have come short in the playoffs in the NBA. The Falcons blew a lead to the Cowboys. We them boys, by the way. Yeah, I'm one of those toxic fans. Deal with it. And they almost blew another 3-1 lead. Luckily, they didn't. It didn't happen this time. I don't know why I'm saying almost. They won 6 games. It's kind of dumb for me to say, so I apologize for the dumbness in my logic. But no, the Atlanta sports curse is so very real, but hopefully it doesn't need to strike anymore. Because the Braves, you got to remember, the Braves won 14 straight division titles from the 90s up until the 2000s. That is a MLB record. They
Seriously?
had made, let me see. Yeah,
14
straight. 14.
And they won
So
1 year. 1 year
They
out
won
of
1 year.
14.
1 year. So they made it to the World Series in 91. Okay, 91, they lost to the Twins. 92, they lost to the Blue Jays. 95, they lost to, or no, I'm sorry, 95, excuse me, they won. 95, they beat the Indians. 96, they lost to the Yankees. 99, they lost to the Yankees again. 94, they could have had a good season, but what happened? The freaking baseball strike happened. So there was no World Series. All the teams were told to fuck off. And now we are in a time where the Braves have a chance to reverse that.
I think they had they had 88 wins this regular season, but their first month or two of baseball, I think their first month they were under 500. So I feel like their low win season, it has a lot to do with just a bad start. But if you erase their first month, their record is a lot better. So, that was one of the things that had to do with my prediction of the Braves making the World Series. this playoffs. Again, I got laughed at for it. What was your prediction before the playoffs? You had the White Sox winning, right?
Yeah, I had the White Sox winning the World Series. I had them facing the Giants, so
Okay.
that prediction just came completely and utterly wrong.
Went to shit.
Unutterly. And luckily I had the Braves beating the Brewers, though. Granted, I had that happening. So I got that. But that's the only prediction I got right.
All my predictions in the NL were correct, but then every single one of the AL was incorrect. So it's like I'm 50-50. But if I get the World Series winner, then all my incorrect predictions don't really count, you know, or it doesn't really matter as long as I get the World Series prediction. But it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. The Astros are a freaking good team. Man, what else do we got? What else do we got?
Well, let's see what else we got. I mean, Yordan Alvarez, man. Let's just talk about that for a second. Alvarez, I want to talk about this for a second. For anybody that watches me on my channel, y'all probably know back in 2019, I caught a home run ball of his at a game against the Memphis Redbirds that went 485 freaking feet. That was not only the longest home run he hit in the minor leagues that year, that was the longest home run he hit in general that year. And that includes that giant bomb he hit in Houston that went up in the upper deck that had never been hit in by any Astro. That was longer than that one. And I got that ball that year. And then he ended up winning Rookie of the Year. He ended up coming close in MVP votings. He almost got a World Series ring, and he has an opportunity to get his first World Series ring. And he's the ALCS MVP. So, I mean, you know, this guy's going off. It looked like he was about to be a bust in 2020 because he got injured, and he wasn't doing well. But here comes Alvarez out of nowhere. It's like this playoff berth just comes in and brings a new beast into him, and it is just amazing to see. It's going to be hype.
He won Rookie of the Year, didn't he? Last year, right?
Anonymously.
Yeah. Was it? Wait, was it? It was 2020, right?
2019.
2019, yeah.
He did.
Because 2019, he only played in like half the season, didn't he? But he had
yes.
He missed a ton of games, but he played so good that they had to give it to him.
Here's the thing. If you combined his stats that year from both the minor leagues and the MLB, he had almost 50 home runs that year.
Crazy. Eddie Rosario going off out of absolutely nowhere. Jock Peterson going off against his old team. I feel like every playoffs now we have some random, I guess, yeah, kind of random surprise player. Like last year, Randy Arozarena, whatever. My bad,
Randy
guys.
Arozarena.
He was like, that was his first season. He was like an average position player. I think more of a bench player, like fighting for a starting spot. And then out of nowhere, he hit what, like 10 home runs in the whole playoffs?
It was something like that. He broke the record.
Yeah, he broke the record.
Home runs in a playoff.
And then 2019, I think there was someone on the Nats that went off. I know 2018.
Well, was it Juan Soto? Because I know Juan Soto went off in 2019.
Oh, he did. Juan Soto wasn't random. I know 2018 was Steve Pearce, an absolute random bench player, role player, becomes World Series MVP.
2017 was Yuri Gurriel. Nobody expected Yuri to do as well as he did. But then, of course, he did this to you, Darvish, and everybody got all offended. By the way, if y'all truly get offended by that, shut up. I'm going to say that right now. I'm probably going to get canceled for that. We'll see how many people get offended by that. Come on and me in the comments, will you?
I'm not going to make that into one of the clips. You see, I've been putting some of the clips that we've done on Instagram.
Yeah, I have. You put a lot of them on Instagram. I saw you put the Red Sox thing. You put what? Do I need to just go off and just rant all of a sudden for me to get on Instagram?
yeah. No, guys.
All right, give me some.
Guys, check out our Instagram or my Instagram. I'll put the link in the description. I put clips on there. So, if you want to start a rant right now, we can put it on the Instagram clip.
All right, give me something to rant about. Let's go.
Let's go, Brandon. What do you have to say about Let's Go, Brandon? Because I was just thinking about that.
Let's go, Brandon. Okay, listen to me. I don't care what your political view is, whether you're a Trump supporter, whether you're a Biden supporter, whether you don't like any of them, whether you don't pay attention to politics. At first, I was thinking, how the heck are you going to cover the word "fuck Joe Biden" with "Let's go Brandon" when it's clear as daylight that everybody in that fucking student section is yelling "fuck Joe Biden"? You can hear it, "fuck Joe Biden, fuck Joe Biden," and everybody on the side is like, not the side, excuse me, the commentator's just like, oh, and he's saying "Let's go Brandon." Like, no, the fuck, that's not how you cover. That just makes you look like a dumbass. And of course, that gives every Republican the need to think, oh, if we say "Let's go Brandon," everybody will know what we mean now. So
Yes.
"Let's go Brandon" has become a huge trend everywhere. I mean, some kid said it before a NASCAR race one time recently, or I think it was a NASCAR or something like that. He said, drivers, start your engines. Let's go Brandon. There's some like 9-year-old kid or something like that. Absolute legend. Just to let y'all know my political views. But
Who the
yeah.
fuck? Who is Brandon? Is Brandon the NASCAR guy, right?
I don't know who the fuck Brandon is. Like, why? Let's go, Brandon. Who the fuck is Brandon?
Yeah,
Like a
what?
Ram Ranch reference.
What a damn cover! What a horrible cover up by the announcer. Who's gonna believe that they're chanting "Let's go Brandon" when it's
Who
clear-
the fuck is Brandon?
I don't know, dude. That was so random, absolutely random. And then they're chanting that at like every college football game. I see these TikTok videos, and I feel like every single college football game, there's a "fuck Joe Biden" chant going on somewhere.
There was one during a playoff game. Somebody was filming a TikTok, and they were like filming David Ortiz and Alex Rodriguez and everybody who was in the Fox Sports commentator booth. And for no reason, just everybody's around chanting, "Fuck Joe Biden, fuck Joe Biden,
I remember
fuck Joe
that.
Biden."
I remember that.
Honestly, I'm just like, I mean, what I'm thinking to myself is I got a few mixed opinions on that. And here's why. I mean, like, my first opinion is I don't give a shit. The second opinion is I don't give a shit. And that's why I fucking love this country, because we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, any player on either side of like political, whatever they believe in, if they want to express that however they want, go ahead. And for me, whether that's Black Lives Matter, I make it obvious that I support that. And whether it's the other side, if they want to support whatever they want. Do you know who Kobe Covington is?
I've heard that name, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the UFC. He was a former champ.
Oh, yeah.
His whole thing is like he has like "Make America Great Again" merch and like Trump merch, and like Trump's called him after his fights and like congratulated him, and that's like cool. I'm personally a Kobe Covington fan, even though I'm not Trump or anything. Like, if you want to express how you feel, do it in however way you want. And then that caused Trump to like go to the latest fight, McGregor-Poirier. So that whole thing just helped the UFC in general. So whatever they're chanting or whatever they want to say or believe in, I'm cool with. Like you said, that's a great thing about America, is you can chant and you can say whatever the hell you want, whenever the hell you want. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that one. And I don't know who the hell. I still need to figure out who Brandon is. I'm going to look up Brandon right now. Who the fuck is Brandon?
Who the fuck is Brandon? Let's all figure this out, who the fuck Brandon is. Watch him be like the kicker or something.
No, it was a NASCAR thing, wasn't it, that they were chanting it? Or was it football?
I think it was a football game. I think it was like a high school football game or something. Or was it NASCAR?
I don't even know.
I'm pretty sure it was football.
I see a NASCAR driver. Brandon Brown won a NASCAR race.
Oh, what the hell?
So he won the NASCAR race, I guess. And then they started chanting that.
Oh. Note to self.
And
But
it was in Florida. What do you have to say about Florida? Just randomly changing topics. I have nothing. What else can we talk about?
What else are we supposed to talk about? We already talked about the playoffs. What about Florida? All right, let's talk about Florida for a second. Weirdest fucking state out there whatsoever. People are shoving fingers up an alligator's ass there. I've seen articles of people who were caught Legos.
Florida man. The Florida man memes. If you just
the Florida
search
man
Florida
memes.
man. Yeah, exactly.
Literally Florida man. Let's see. And by the way, while I mentioned these topics, let's see if anybody can guess the word already, because we still have this $25 Amazon gift card on the
Yeah,
bounty still.
I was just thinking about that. I
All
was just
right.
looking at the comments. Nobody commented it. We got
Do
there's
you,
a free $25 gift card.
all right, let me give you all a clue. Somebody's going to have to guess what the word is, so I'm going to make it basically clear. Let's see. Florida man goes down into a river and keeps a catfish. Florida man was caught his wife while wearing a prosthetic leg. Florida man was caught with a in the middle of the nowhere, shooting him in the back of the head, his dead corpse, and then afterward a rabbit that was fighting next to
I have
it.
too much to edit. I think that's good. If you guys don't get that, if they don't get that, then there's no hope. Just keep.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why you can't understand what rape means. Sasha, why didn't you bleep that?
Can I go back?
Uh,
Can I go back?
I don't know. What do we do?
I don't know. I don't know how to go
Dude,
back.
dude, you're supposed to bleep it.
We're live. We're live. You have to tell me when you're cussing so I can click the bleep button. You didn't tell me that time.
Shit.
You have to tell me. You have to stay on top of this. Guys, if you want to be the new podcast co-host, comment down below. I'm going to need a new podcast host that's on top of things. That lets me know what's happening. Yeah, so let me know in the comments down below if you want to be a co-host to this podcast.
Congratulations to the winner, whoever won it.
You
Congratulations.
win the gift card, and you get to be the co-host of the podcast.
Yep, you did it. I'll send you the code. I'll send you the code.
Yep.
You did it.
Florida man accused of killing neighbor after cat wandered on property. So the cat walked onto his property, and he knew it was his neighbor, so his first choice was to kill the neighbor. What would you do in that situation?
What would I do in that situation? I'd do what John Daniels does.
And
I'd
what's
keep
that?
my players for another 5 years, even if they're trash, and then trade every player that is honestly pretty good. I mean, you think about it, the Rangers absolutely suck right now. They have been at a point in time where they have not won a single freaking or had a single freaking winning season since like 2017 or some shit like that. Think about it. What kind of man holds a team like that and lets them get killed the way they've been getting killed for the past 4 years? Fuck the Rangers. Fuck their general manager. And fuck Florida.
Okay,
That's my opinion on Florida.
I was talking about the cat going on to the neighbor's yard, and you
And
turned.
I gave you my opinion on that.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Florida man pays $50 daily fine. Yo, you like this one. Florida man pays $50 daily fine to hang Trump 1 banner. I don't know
hell
where,
yeah.
but he's outside his home. So I guess he has to pay a $50 daily fine for having a banner that says Trump 1 in front of his Florida house. And
Hell yeah.
he's also going to put up a banner that says "Let's go Brandon."
Oh, let's go.
So I guess that'll be another $50 a week. I mean, dedication. You got to support that. This whole podcast is like us having ADHD and us just randomly
Right.
going from like topic to topic.
Like, this podcast is literally just, hey, the playoffs are coming up. We got to wait for the World Series. What now?
And then you started talking about freaking, and then it just became that.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody got the word now, or the winner got the word, so we ended up giving that money away. So
You forgot
somebody had to guess it.
You forgot to tell me when you were gonna say the word, so I didn't bleep it. So
Well, you should know. I say it almost every sentence.
you usually give me a warning. You usually give me a warning so I can bleep it.
When have
So
I give you why have I given you a warning?
we have innocent kids watching this, listening to this, and you just ruined
No
their
shit.
entire childhood.
We say shit and fuck all the time. Do you think they're worried about that?
That's not though. You can't be.
True.
You just.
But technically, fucking have the same definition though.
You just infected tens of thousands of kids' ears.
What am I gonna do, man?
For the
What am I
rest of
gonna
their
do?
lives, they're gonna remember this moment when they were kids, listening to Dalton Brown. and hearing those words. What do you have to say about that?
What have I done, man?
What's your press release? Oh, I think he's gone. He's gone. I would too.
I'm sorry.
I would leave too. I'd be too embarrassed. Where is he? Is he leaving? Where'd he go? Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. We lost our co-host. All right, guys. That's it for the podcast. If you want to be the new co-host of the podcast, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, I don't know what this episode was, okay? And I have to apologize for his actions, for his words. I have to apologize for this. I'm very sorry to you innocent people.
Man, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for 1 bit of it. I'll do it 1,000 times again, Satchel.
This is your podcast. I'm done. I'm done. I'm never doing another I'm never doing another podcast again. I'm never doing another podcast with you again. This is your channel. Everything's yours. Take the podcast. Do the outro. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I'm done.
Well, great. Well, folks, that's going to do it for today's podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share ideas for any other podcasts that we do. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Where'd Satchel go? How do we end it from here? I can't stop recording. He's got it recording. Do we just sit here for a long time until it cuts out, I guess?